Through the grogginess of a freshly awakened mind, I can observe my surroundings only one thing at a time. The morning light shining from the skylight is bright and sky-colored. It reflects from the white walls and the colorful posters and paintings. I hope nobody at school realized that I spent the night here. They didn't find out the last time, so I'm feeling confident about my chances. My neck is stiff and my shoulders are hurting like hell from sleeping in an awkward position like that. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. Only the full moon and Rin warm against me. I can't remember waking up while leaving my side, however she has. Rin is standing in the middle of the atelier, looking as if she was lost. She's not looking at anything I can see, not doing anything, just standing there. You know, after this whole LP, I'm going to the word atelier is going to be buried into my mind, what's the word I'm looking for, actually? Not buried into my mind, more of, ingrained. Because, that's a word I didn't know how to pronounce up until now, and it's not a word that I would be okay, someone just, spell atelier, and you just be like, I have no idea, I'd probably spell it different, but now, I know that it's spelled but pronounced atelier, which makes no sense. She's not looking at anything I can see, not doing anything, just standing there. She's managed to dress up a little by herself, a strange thing. I thought that at least would have been impossible without hands. I get up and walk to her, patting her on the shoulder to get her attention. Hey! She flinches at the contact. I've never seen Rin flinch. Rin looks a bit panicky, a bit anxious, a bit defensive. As if she was a completely different person last night. Perhaps she was. My heart drops straight down to my stomach, full of liquid nitrogen. I'm sort of sorry. Sort of sorry? Why sorry? It wasn't very tactful of me, last night. Isn't that sort of thing something you want because you like me? So blunt, I'm completely baffled by Rin's approach to this. No, even if it was, I think I'd prefer for things to go properly. Rin cocks her head, looking like she has no idea what I'm talking about. She still has this guarded feel about her, but nothing belies any real emotion. So you don't want to do that sort of thing? I didn't say that. So you do? I didn't say that either. Listen, it doesn't even matter. I just don't think it was the best thing I could have done in that situation, and I tried to apologize. I wonder for whose benefits I'm trying to come clear with these feelings. I don't even know why I'm feeling so terribly guilty. Maybe. I don't think it was a very good idea either. Probably. It's like you said, not like that. We're friends, it was a bad idea. Maybe you should forget about it, and I will too. I'm really good at forgetting things, so it should be alright with me. I can't do that. Why? Because I like you, that's why. I told you that you shouldn't talk about that. I don't agree, besides, you brought it up yourself before. Held my hand up and pinched the bridge on my nose in frustration. I have no idea how to get Rin to understand. I hate that Rin can't clearly tell what she feels about anything. I hate that she's sending these confusing signals, as if she's expecting me to read her minds. You know, honestly, it sounds like the stereotypical kind of mind of a girl, really, doesn't it? It's like when, a lot of guys will stereotypically the stereotype women, it's like, they're hard to understand, man, these mind games they play with us. It's so confusing, and I suppose it can be, but I think it could be for both genders, honestly, but Rin seems to, be, full-on confused mode kind of thing. It's like, I don't understand you at all! But, I don't know. Do you hate me? She actually thinks about this for some time. I don't hate anything. I don't think I'm a hateful person. Then what am I to you? Help me understand. I try to sound as reasonable as I can, but I don't know if it will help. Rationally thinking, this is the only way to get her to understand my point of view. Problem is, rationality never was a thing for Rin. It doesn't restrict her like it restricts me. It's not her driving force. It doesn't make her behave like a normal person. I The same answer, I feel so powerless. I feel frustrated. Why? I don't think you'd understand. I'm not sure if I do. Walkthrough? The walkthrough will tell us what to understand. I did read that right. Then explain. It says it's a totally different scene, but well, if that's the case, shit, man, I'm not gonna like this at all. We're going with Rin's bad ending right here. Well, shit. No, that's the wrong button. Well, key. Well, yeah. Fine, then explain to me. I can't. This same old stupid pattern emerges again. He asks her questions in which she replies with answers that don't answer anything, because it's the only way we can converse. What from me listening to her blabbering about whatever, which isn't really a conversation. Is this a play? Are there some unseen roles that we have unknowingly set ourselves into, dictating the rules of engagement whenever we see each other, inevitably leading to us hating each other? Actually, now that I think about it, the scene that was next to the choice is probably the scene that plays like for the bad end, I imagine, rather than the scene where the choice is, because I thought that was a bit confusing. The nonchalant answers, accompanied by even more nonchalant shrugs, leave me none the wiser. I hate it. So, I don't know what to say myself. I want to be angry. I am angry, but also feel so powerless. Would anything I say matter at all? It's fine if you want to turn me down, but at least do it properly. And if you do, then last night was definitely a mistake. In fact, this whole thing might have been a mistake. I don't want to turn you down. So you can't decide, but why are you playing with me like this then? Hug, then ignore me. Kiss, then ignore me. Play me like a fiddle, is that it? Kiss me, then forget about it. Well, forget again. My voice is sounding very angry again, even to myself. Rin too finally catches the mood, and her curious expression changes instantly to something more uncharacteristic. No. She leaves it at that, her eyes restlessly wandering around, searching the room as if the words she tries to find were written in the painting she herself has wrote. Then what? I need to paint, so paint. My vision is filtering through the blood-red lens of unbridled anger. Don't give me that, Rin. I'm not some damn muse of yours, free to be abused for the sake of painting. I'm not some medium for whatever you aspire to be. I am me. There's a limit to selfishness. Rin looks down at her toes and wiggles them a little melancholically, while she takes in my outburst without saying anything to defend herself. I can totally see how this is going to lead to a bad ending, because obviously the relationship isn't going to go anywhere now. Only after I've finished she tried to somehow respond somehow. I can't do anything else. Or I can do all sorts of things, but I can't do. It's the only thing I sort of do properly, most of the time. Yeah, that much I figured out by myself, thanks. Art first, everything else second. Thousands. Ever pause to consider things from a perspective other than yours? I stole the words from between my teeth, for they taste like poison anyway. Rin is positively alarmed by now, so at least she's not completely dense, but it seems that she just doesn't understand what I'm angry about. I can't believe even she could be so stupid. I didn't want to. This time it's Rin who interrupts herself in mid-sentence. Don't you understand? I can't. Can't what? She doesn't get a word out of her mouth. Never explain yourself. How am I supposed to understand anything if you never say anything? Why don't you ever talk? Say something. But she doesn't. Venting my anger at her feels satisfying, and being satisfied about it feels terrible. But I can't stop myself. I try to discern some hints of her reaction through my adrenaline-distorted vision. My feedback was not the best kind, but I hope Rin got the clue that she just can't ignore anything else whenever she feels like it. I did if she didn't. She never even listens to anything. She's so unaffected by the world around her. Not this time, it seems. My body is shaking like from holding back tears, but I already know that Rin is not crying. Go away. Go away, Asao. I'm sorry, I can't deal with this. Her voice is tiny and tired as she says this, but I hear the words clear as day. The blunt, hollow remark is a fitting conclusion to this unpleasant discussion that became an even more unpleasant and very one-sided yelling match. That face, though, I don't think she's ever had that expression on her face. I leave the atelier. I'm not even going to add the usual bit I do with the atelier bits, because the scene is pretty serious. Angry and feeling angry and guilty. That's usually the case. You get angry, then you feel bad about it. I never believed we would end up like this. I'm not like this. Rin is not like this. No matter how infuriating, unbearable, and outrageous Rin is, this is not like her. She really did change, or was it me who changed? Maybe I only thought I knew her, or maybe I knew the Rin that she isn't. Or was it me who caused all this by talking Rin into taking her chances with the expedition? Am I directly responsible for Rin becoming like she has been for the past few weeks? I can't think of any explanation for her weird behavior, other than the expedition and all the things that came along with it. Maybe it was the only way that could have brought us closer, but all it did was separate us further away from each other, and now beyond the reach of violence. Darkness covers the gardens of Yamaku High School, enveloping the small dormitory rooms in a blanket of the night. In one of those rooms I lie on my bed, tired, so very tired. I gave up. I can't lie to myself that everything's alright, that everything will work out. That's not how things go. Glancing at my watch, I see it's 3:30 at night. I slide my finger over the glass surface of the watch's face. It's been pretty dependable ever since I decided to stop wearing it. Always knowing what's going on even when I didn't. I turn my head and see the neatly arranged assortment of medicine on my night table. They are dependable too, things I'm going to depend on for the rest of my life. I think of the limited days ahead of me, the infinite vastness of time that opens up in front of others. The time I wasted chasing things out of my reach, time I will never get back. I take off my watch and lay it down on the table. And actually, I think I remember reading a spoiler for Rin's bad ending. Or maybe it wasn't. Oh, I guess I was wrong then, because there was this one spoiler I remember reading. Maybe it's a different, I don't know. But either way, the implications that the spoiler had, pretty damn depressing. But in this one, it's kind of just like, well, the relationship just kind of, it's over like that, and just cut the credits with no music. Ah, shit. Just realized I could have played my guitar over this. Didn't I do that last time? It's like, okay, the sad ending, let's play a sad melody on my guitar, but my guitar's still in its case. And it's freaking, what day is it? Friday, isn't it? Yeah, Friday. VCR! Since I got back from my guitar lesson on Wednesday, it's still been in its case. Suppose that's because, like, on Thursday, that was, well, actually, it's only been 2 days, really. But 2 days seems like a lot of time for me when it comes to my guitar. But yeah. 4 Leaf Studios. So, we're going to reload. Actually, let's have a look at extras. How's the library looking there, Rin? Yeah, that's the one. The strained relationship between the two blows apart. Shards of iron, whatever the pronunciation. That's the scene that a walkthrough had next to it, so it confused me because we were in this scene. So, we're going to reload and continue on with the plot. But let me just check something real quick. Yeah, Rin has still got another ending. It's a neutral ending, apparently. And I think that's the one that had the implications, but I'm not sure. It could just be fan speculation. But if it's true, that's depressing. But we'll get to that when we get to it. I haven't actually seen the neutral ending. And of course, you know, me, I go for the bad ends and the neutral endings first, because I prefer to end on the positive notes when concluding a route, you know. So things you hate, things you hate, things you hate. What are things you hate? There's a lot of things I tend to be like, oh, I hate this and that, but general things that you hate. It's just like when you really think about it, it's like I don't know really. It's like when you like say like, so are there any people you generally hate? It's just like I don't know. It's just like you can hate someone, but not really to that truly, I hate you so much. It has to be like a kind of arch nemesis kind of thing. Like these freaking neighbors that my family had years ago, I consider them on the list of I hate you. But at the same time, you know, it's years have been passed since then. So now it's kind of just like, I don't really care either way. Just piss off, essentially. Rather than, I hate your guts! So, yeah, that's... It's like with that freaking Yu-Gi-Oh game. It's like, I hate this game, and I'm still playing it regardless. It's like, I hate this game. It's so boring. It's so shit. Ah. Okay, let's try it again. Every freaking time. Seriously, man. It's just because it's like compulsory, just like, I want to complete the game with as many characters, get all the cards and all that. It's so monotonous and boring, and some of the duels are cheap as fuck. Using freaking rare trap cards, and rare monster cards, and freaking shitty fusion cards. I fucking hate them, the worst. Oh, I hate them. But that's got nothing to do with this. We need to understand Rin. I need to understand why. I'm not going to give up, you know. You know, despite the fact that we just had the band ending a few minutes ago. Interruption. I have a McDonald's and there is a cat in my room now because, you see, I have a bird in my room. Oh, didn't know if you knew that, but there's a bird in the room, right? So the cats are like, oh, we must get in there and stare at the birds for about maybe half an hour and then leave. You know, since the bird's been relocated, they have no chance again out of the cage, essentially. They have tried, though. I had my guitar case up against the cupboard, wardrobe, whatever you'd call it, where the bird's on top of it. I had that leaned across it and they tried to climb up it. Miserably failed, of course, and even if they succeeded, they wouldn't be able to get at it. So, yeah. You know, that's the thing about cats. It's like, they're such elegant, graceful creatures, but they're so damn clumsy at the same time. Rin's shoulders slump and she frowns. You want a McDonald's? I just don't want. That was the interruption. I know. I can't eat this while this scene's going on, though. I do want to be there for you, but I can't do that unless I know how. Just let me do this thing the way I want. That's all. Fine, I don't care. You wanted to change? You want to destroy yourself? You want this exhibition more than anything, right? Yes. Okay then, do it. She doesn't respond or even show acknowledgement or understanding. I'm grinding my teeth together and frustrated beyond anything I thought possible. Want to grab Rin's shoulders and shake her until she comes to her senses. I look at her and in that moment I know with crystal clear certainty that there is nothing I can do for Rin. None of her words I know would reach her, but still. I think that for whatever reason you think it's important that you go this way all the way to the end, even if it's not healthy for you on many different levels. But I'll have nothing to do with it. I can't accept being treated like this, and not understand the reasons for it. I'm finished here. The full weight of what I said sinks in the silent distance between us. So, either decision leads to that? I suppose... Obviously, it doesn't end nearly as badly, and they're able to salvage it in this one. Rin doesn't show any reaction, nor even... Wait, did I read that the full way to what I said? Yeah. Rin doesn't show any reaction, nor even blinks her eyes. She just stares at, or through me, quietly. That's fine. Her voice is perfectly calm and motionless, like an announcement that the 7:30 train will be 7 minutes late. I'm now picturing Rin as one of those... what do you call those type? I don't know. Whatever those are, but usually when you hear them, they're just really hard to understand. It's like, thank you. With those words, Rin made her choice, and I made mine. If Oliver secretly wanted to change our mind, it's too late for that. Take a hard, long look at Rin, hoping that it conveys my feelings. Without knowing whether it does or not, I leave the atelier for the last time, feeling empty and anxious like so many times before. Now I can eat. Act 3, right? Yep. Dream. These fries are slightly cold. I make it in time for class, though not in time for breakfast. The classroom is bathing in the gentle light of the sun. And it's the pain in the ass thing about trying to eat when recording, is when I have to read everything. I mean, there's no voice actors in this game, the novel, whatever. Which means that it's going to be intolerably hot in the afternoon. For now, though, it's pleasant. Look at me sharing today's animated discussion about whatever. Hanako staring out of the classroom window, Mido stumbling into the classroom 4 minutes late, and with no recollection of what he's supposed to be teaching today. I could never imagine dropping out of school just like that, even if it's only for a few weeks. On the other hand, Rin doesn't seem to have a problem with the idea, or going through with it. Then again, somehow I got caught along in her insane isolation, even if we ended up hurting each other. Or did we? Maybe only I got hurt. Takes me until late into the afternoon to realize that today's Monday. The art club meets today. Not just that, due to the exams, this will be the last art club meeting before some vacation. We're out Rin and feel it's pretty pointless to go there, but I want to talk with the teacher. The meeting itself isn't noteworthy, just as my skills with watercolors are not worth mentioning. Maya tries to encourage and advise me without sounding too condescending, but he's not doing a very good job at it. If nothing else, joining the art club has taught me that I like art. It would be nice if I could actually try and make some art in the art club, though. After fruits of everyone's labour are being piled into a neat stack on the teacher's desk, he clears his throat to give a little speech. What will his little speech be? Find out next time, because I have food, as I stated. And besides, it's now 11, and I've got to edit this and at least have like the first bit of the recording edited into a part and upload said part probably straight after it. So I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.